So then what happened? Like, did you just go to your parents and then tell them? So how old were you at this time?
2014, 22 years old. I was 22. I'll be turning 28 this year.
So that
So
time
I
you were
was
living
22
with
years
your
old.
parents.
That was the last year I lived with my parents, 2014. After that, I haven't lived with them again. I moved alone. I wasn't even sure if I could do it. And by the way, I'll be honest, because it took me many months to go vegan. I did not go vegan immediately. I did not. I couldn't. I literally physically could not, because I got stomach ulcers. I did not know what to eat. I knew a vegan should not. I knew what I should not eat, so I just stopped eating. I didn't know what I should eat instead. I just stopped eating food. My mom would say, "Come, I made curd rice." I'm like, "I'm not having that." Okay, what are you going to eat? I think I can't order from outside. I can't eat my mom's food. And I asked them to make vegan food. They are not cooperative. My parents are like your typical Indian parents. They don't give a fuck about anything. My parents have, since I was young, they have never given a fuck about anything about me. So they don't care. Like, for them, it's what they do is right. Anything apart from what they do is wrong. That's how they are, typical Indian parents. So when I told them about veganism and stuff, they were like, "We don't care. If you want to starve yourself, go starve yourself. We are not going to make an extra effort on our side to do anything for you." So I ended up getting ulcer, man, within a couple of months. I didn't know what to do. There was no, and by the right now, when you go on YouTube and type veganism, vegan recipes, you get so much support. Back then in 2014, the only people who I knew on YouTube were vegan were Durian Rider, Freely the Banana Girl, these twins called Light Twins, and Tim Sheep, and all four were raw vegans, okay? So I fell into the raw vegan cult. I thought veganism means you're supposed to eat like 10 bananas a day and do stupid stuff like that. And I ate that and I felt even worse. But I stuck to my beliefs. So the only thing I would know to do is to go to my office. Unfortunately, I'd go and buy like a chocolate milkshake, because while drinking that, it kind of soothed the burns in my stomach, because I had bad ulcer. I went to a doctor and I told him, like, "I have ulcer, can you please help me?" And he was like, "Just don't eat some curd." I was like, "No, I want to be a vegan." He's like, "No, you don't have to be vegan." I was like, "No, it's not about have to. I want to." He's like, "I can't help you. Then go find somebody else." Like, nobody cares, man. No one's helpful. It was very hard. So somehow I struggled and managed to become vegan, I guess. It took a long time. It took quite some time. A lot of pain and suffering. A lot of struggles. Just to be a vegan, it's not about making others go vegan. It's just to make myself be vegan and still not be unhealthy. It took a long time.
I can kind of agree and kind of relate to that, because I come from a very, very similar background. In fact, almost the same background as you do. And the only difference is that our ancestors used to fight.
I was going to say exactly that. Me and you agree we have common roots. I bet you if my mom spoke to your mom, they would disagree on everything. So
they would both agree on one. They would both agree on one thing, that their sons are stupid. That they'll agree on very much.
In fact, remember the first time you came to my house, you met my mom, the first thing she asked you was, "Why are you hanging out with this guy?" Right?
Yeah.
Why are you hanging out with this loser? You know what the first thing my dad asked my wife? "Why the hell did you marry this idiot? Like, what's the reason for that?" That's the first thing. My parents think I'm mental. They've lost all hope in me. I don't care. I was never close to them. Sad thing is, I don't say this with happiness, but dislike is a strong word. I won't use that. But there is no love in my family. Like, we don't have anything. It's all broken, sadly. So it doesn't really matter what they think. But yeah, they think I'm mad. Yeah.
So how did you cope with all this, especially when there was no support online? You didn't know what to eat. I think then after you moved out of your home and moved to Mumbai as well. So how did that go?
I didn't move to Mumbai immediately. I moved to Chennai. My parents moved to Mumbai because my dad, as a banker, he got transferred to Mumbai. He moved there. So what happened was, when I moved alone and I started living alone, it was hard. Only after becoming vegan, you won't believe this, only after becoming vegan, I knew that a food called oats existed. I didn't even know it exists, seriously. And I used to just breakfast. I'm serious, man. I did not know anything about cooking or food and nutrition, like nothing. I knew absolutely nothing about food and nutrition. So I used to just eat a lot of oats for breakfast, lots of bananas. I used to eat some veg meals I got in the office. It's hard. Like, how do I say this? Like, I didn't even as a nutritional level, how do you eat as a vegan? What's a balanced meal? Because everything you see about veganism on YouTube is westernized. And this lady coming out and eating this very pretty vegan pizza, they'll use this, I don't know, some salt they got from the mountains of Himalayas and they'll sprinkle that. I'm like, what are these recipes? I can't connect at all. Like, I thought honestly I was the only vegan in India. That's honestly what I believed when I first went vegan. I said, there's no way no one else in this country is doing this, and God knows how I'm going to change this country. So I was like, I don't know, man. If you ask me exactly how I did it, I don't know. I just went through the pain. I had ulcers for nearly a year. Because ulcers, if you please eat properly, don't skip meals. If you get ulcers, trust me, they're very painful and they'll stick around for a very long time. So yeah, I don't know how I did it. I somehow managed to pull through. Of course, I wasn't a vegan, I told you. It took me many months because I would eat predominantly plant-based, but I'd include dairy now and then. Because I would not know what to eat at times. So yeah. Then at one point I was like, why am I doing this? I know what's happening, right? So I just stopped completely, and yeah, somehow I somehow made it. I somehow managed to make it. So yeah.
So this kind of illustrates the point that, you know, even for the most accomplished activist in the country, it did take time. So it's, you know, people are like, oh, I can't be vegan because I can't do it overnight and stuff like that. So it is kind of a good ammo to say that, you know, the guy who built the movement from scratch in India, of almost from scratch, the movement existed, but like almost from scratch you raised it. Even that person took quite some time to transition because of various reasons. It doesn't necessarily have to be because of, you know, whether they like the taste or they're inclined to the tradition or something like that. It can happen for any reason. So the takeaway message is that it doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is the end goal that you reach.
Yeah, see, look, I if someone right now would tell me it's hard to go vegan, I ask them exactly, where do you find the difficulty? Because that's what's important. Because since I've been through all of this, if they tell me exactly, they can pinpoint, like when I go out to eat with friends, or when I go to a marriage function, or what do I eat for breakfast? They mentioned this particular thing. I don't know what to pack for lunch. I can't eat anything at office. If they mention that particular thing to me, I can give them a perfect solution because I have been through everything. Being vegan while traveling, while doing lectures, while being a bachelor, now as a married person, abroad, while doing shoots for the TV program, while going outside. Like, I have been a vegan consistently and easily everywhere. So right now, if they tell me exactly where the issue is, I can help them. The only problem for me was I had no one to help me or guide me. And here's another sad thing. I also had a lot of shackles holding me back because I had this crazy, stupid, absolutely worthless, horrible existence of a person who was my ex-girlfriend. And she would, non-vegan, complete non-vegan. She's one of those horrible people. When she found out I'm vegan, she'll purposely go on the internet and search for excuses not to be vegan, and she'll say them to me, and she'll want me to argue and stuff. Like, no, it just made everything more difficult. Like, complete no support from anywhere. So the thing I wanted to say was, it sounds stupid to say right now, but she, according to her, I should not have a Facebook account and stuff. Like, so she had some stupid rules. Okay, so whatever. So I was not introduced to the vegan community in India back then because I was following those dumb rules. I later realized, yeah, there was a community here and they could help me. But back then I had no help. If today someone needs help, they can actually get it. So I think that's the difference. If I had help back then, I could have changed immediately. Like, it wouldn't have been a big deal because I was willing to do anything to change. I just needed a few people to answer a few questions, like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Yeah. That's all we needed.
So now
coming to our topic,
I tried being, but it's very hard because I make general videos. I no longer reply to messages, inbox questions, nothing, because it comes in the hundreds these days. Like, it's insane. Like, you cannot reply to all of them. You will go mad. You will go mad arguing with people. So
yeah, we were just discussing this the other day that, you know, when we start out, there is like the entire page is empty. But, you know, as things progress, you have so much that you have to, like, you had to disable your messaging tab, right?
We're planning of doing that. So I remember the incident back when one video went really viral in November of 2019. I had come to Mumbai for that Animal Liberation March in 2019. And what happened, I didn't, but both of you, I think, couldn't come that time. So we basically planned a vacation, me and my wife. We planned of going to Mumbai, spending a week, eating some good food there, joining the march, and then coming back to Chennai. Sad thing that happened was a video just happened to go viral just before we came to Mumbai. and we were planning to enjoy, go out and stuff. But I was sitting in the hotel room for 8 hours every day on vacation and answering inbox messages constantly. I would get 50 to 60 to 70 a day. I would reply to every single one of them, and all of them, along with another new 70, will come back the next day. So 140 the next day, then 210 the next day. Like this was going on till nearly mid-December. This level, and I was committedly responding to every single message I possibly could, properly. In fact, I don't know how many members exist in India Vegan Revolution right now. I filled up half the group. I sent, when people say, okay, I'm interested in going vegan, I want to learn more, I say, okay, join IVR, you can ask your questions there, see you later, bye. So I have like filled thousands of people into that group, IVR. So yeah, it was very hard. At one point, you think at the beginning, you get one message and it's like, wow, I'm going to talk to this person, it's really interesting, you had a good debate and stuff. Man, when you start getting like 200, 300 messages a day, you just stop. You stop reading all comments.
And everyone asking the same question, repeating the same excuse.
Well, that is one. In fact, there are many good comments too. Like we had a thing where for the past 4 years, we've been doing online activism. We always take, as much as we possibly can, we take the testimonials from people who have sent us positive things. Like, I'm going to go vegan, I want to go vegan. And we publish them at the end of the year. But just to collect those testimonials takes us a couple of days, if not a week. Like it's just so vast. So yeah, like you said, in the beginning it seems nice, but as time, like I told her, like from this year 2021, we're not going to put out testimonials anymore. It's a waste of time. I have to go searching like 10,000 comments to get 500 testimonials. Like it's wild. Yeah.